What are these black items on the wall in the Monuments Men interrogation scene? I am curious what the black items on the wall in this snippet of an American movie released in 2014, starring George Clooney, as he is interrogating a Nazi officer. I do not know how much information I need to give, as I know nothing aside from this is a movie scene, and the chatbot is asking a lot. Can anyone shed some light? This is a miner's hanging locker system, also known as a miner's drying room chain locker or pit locker chain hoist system. They were used in mines, factories, and some industrial plants from the late 19th century through much of the 20th century. Each of the black devices is connected to a chain that runs to a basket and hooks on the ceiling, and there's a little hole on the device where each miner could put his own padlock to secure it. The workers placed their clothes, gear, boots, and tools inside the metal containers, and the hooks are for dirty work clothes. Then they pulled the chain to raise the locker high up near the ceiling. This served two purposes: for security, as your personal belongings are out of reach, and for drying wet and dirty work clothes. What is this heavy metal rectangular object that has a swiveling bar when a key is used, found in a thrift store randomly on a shelf with no description? Dimensions are 4.5 by 1.25 by 1.75 inches around. It's very solid, heavy, and seems to have an inner mechanical mechanism. But the key just releases the bar covering those holes, and nothing seems to happen with those holes it reveals. Can you please help me figure out what this is? It's a 1960s coin dispenser under dashboard. It's for tolls and such to keep in the vehicle, and the slots are on the top so that it can be mounted on two screws under the dashboard. It was patented on September 1st, 1964 by Frank A. DeGeorge of Ramsey, New Jersey. The patent says this coin dispenser was useful in an automobile, which has a locking feature to prevent theft of the coins when the vehicle is parked. The unlocked container would tilt forward and down, allowing coins to be removed using an index finger. I found this in the cabinet where I keep cooking and baking pans and other kitchen items, so it must have come with something I bought at some point. The entire thing is metal, not collapsible or movable. About 8 inches wide, it has a chain that can be hooked, and it will only lay flat on one side due to the little spikes in the center, and it can't stand on its own. The round area would only fit something golf ball sized. Some suggestions from friends have been a lid holder, a beer can chicken holder, but a can would not fit, and a trivet, but a pot won't balance on it because of the spikes. Google Lens said it's definitely a Halloween spider decoration, a Christmas tree stand, or a drone blade holder. Please help, it has been bugging me for a year. I've spent more time trying to find anything resembling this than any other item I recall, until I found it on Pinterest. It's from a vintage wine caddy, and the prongs are for holding wine glasses. It holds the bottle in place, and without it, the wine bottle will just move around in the basket. What is this object on the wall in the corner from Conjuring 2? So 1970s England. I tried to image search it on Google, but it only shows rockets. Can you please tell me what this was for? Thank you. It's a Paloma tankless gas water heater that used either LPG or natural gas, made by Paloma Industries of Japan in the 1970s. It's a wall-mounted gas-fired instant water heater, and it heats water only when a hot tap is opened. Opening a hot water tap activates a gas burner. Cold water flows through a heat exchanger, and water exits the unit hot immediately without storage. Then the burner shuts off when the tap closes. This design saved space and avoided the standby heat loss of storage tanks. What is this item I found at a garage sale in New Jersey? It's made of a lighter metal, and I can't find anything imprinted on it. It is hung over a door so you can see the size. Someone suggested it's a Victorian-era enema, used to introduce fluids or tobacco smoke into the rectum for various purposes. I would love some clarification if anyone knows about it. It's a 1930s sausage stuffer, used for squeezing ground sausage meat into casings. Here is an almost identical one from Hungary, which makes sense because there are a lot of Hungarian immigrants in New Jersey. We still use this in Eastern Europe for making sausages manually. It was for sure someone's family heirloom. Great find. What is this thing found in my mom's garage, packed away for over 30 years? It's about 18 inches long, 6 inches deep, and 4 inches wide. It seems to be made of steel since it's heavy, with no letters or marks, and the lid fits into the pan tightly. The side clamps seem to lock the lid in place, and the lid can push down with the springs. I've never found out what it is, so any help would be appreciated. It's a 1950s to 60s ham press, a type of kitchen device used for making homemade pressed meats, such as ham, lunch meat, or brawn. These devices are designed to compress a mixture of seasoned meat while it cooks and cools, forming a dense, uniform loaf that can be easily sliced. What is this thing in a toilet stall in Seoul, South Korea that says Etiquette Bell Royal with a push button? I was too scared to press it. What is it for? It's a sound machine, designed to play the sound of a flushing toilet when the user presses the push button. The purpose is to mask bodily noises and save water by preventing premature flushing to maintain modesty. It plays a recording of flushing for a few seconds and can be triggered repeatedly without wasting actual water. What is he holding? This is a photo of a late 1800s vendor in a Mexican marketplace. I found it from a series of photographs of vendors selling all kinds of things. He is one of the few that isn't labeled. Does anyone know what specifically it is called? Those are tripas infladas, or inflated guts, used to make sausages, specifically chorizos. The photo was taken circa 1870, and he was a tripicalero, an almost lost job. The name stands for tripas, meaning guts, and kalos, or cow stomach and guts. Here you have an actual tripicaleria store in Leon, Spain. In practice, many of these shops sell natural sausage casings, and all kinds of supplies for making traditional sausages and cured meats, like paprika, spices, cord, and other items you need for chorizos, blood sausage, lomos, etc. What are these things on the wall? These things fold flat and got repurposed as wall art at a restaurant in Louisville, Kentucky. I'm guessing maybe related to some kind of whiskey or tobacco processing? I tried to ask an employee, but I got an awkward kind of response. Another table said they might have been crab traps, but they seem too flimsy and have too big holes to be traps for anything that would try to escape. I would really like to just know more about them and what they were for. Please let us know down in the comments. Thanks for watching. Let's make life fun.